extra spirit energy and intense channeling. I'm going to share my experiences here, what occurred to me here just a few days ago. As my prior videos had discussed, we did a somatic breathwork session here in my home with about 20 people here. Now I want to go over my experiences, what had happened to me as a clairvoyant, as a spiritual person, as someone with gifts from God that's blessed to have them on there. Now, when we had this event, I know from past events we've had and past experiences on here that when we get groups of people, and groups of people are going to be having intense energy sessions. Groups of people are going to be having profound moments of healing, of trauma, of inner oneness on themselves on here. And they're going to be having a lot of release of energy, a lot of spirit guides, spiritual energy coming down to them, and most importantly, love. Lots of love to heal them, lots of love to guide them, lots of love to bring that healing, to bring that inner peace. It's going to open up massive gateways of energy, which I knew, which is why I was preparing for all this. Towards the end of the session here, again, I don't participate in these. I kind of help co-guide along the way. And at the end here, the energy was so intense that I had, how do I explain to someone? It'd be like having flashes of lightning occur so rapidly that you could barely even see that there's various flashes of lightning, but they're all occurring in my mind. I'm seeing thoughts, visions, hearing things so rapidly that my brain has to process it at speeds beyond comprehension, that I have to sit down and get into a very meditative state. And I have to start with my very unique breathing process I have in this so I can help channel all this energy. I can help channel all these spirits and guardian angels coming down to me. So I get my unique meditation, breathing type channeling mode, and my hand uncontrollably was shaking beyond you can imagine. And I was not aware of it at the time, but other people told me about this, and I could semi feel it, but the energy was just so intense. But there's just so much love and trauma just having to get released. And I started to hear angels, to see visions, right? And I started to see past traumas from all these people in here that they were releasing, that was coming out of them, right? And I could see a girl being slapped so often by a male figure as a child, right? I could see sexual assault by a grown man that happened to him, right? I could see so much just pain, suffering, turmoil as well. But on the flip side, I could also see so much peace and happy memories and happy moments that was being created released from that. Now, throughout this, though, very uniquely, uh, I had angels and messages that would come to me from people that have passed away, or that God wanted me to relay to these people here as well. And one unique one on here, this is how it explains to me, right? I see things, right? Spirits, God, source, they relay messages to me that makes sense to me, that in turn, when I deliver these messages here to the receiver or to the person the message is meant for, it means something to them. So we're going to go over a couple of these on here. This is all while I'm channeling, and again, it feels like rapid lightning, handshake vigorously. I'm controlling my breathing. I'm channeling my mode on here. I'm trying to control as best as possible, asking God for help, and just taking it all in very rapidly. And my eyes are always shut, and I get very intense, rapid eye movement is what I like to call on here in this kind of spirit mode. But one spirit came to me on here, just kept showing me that they were older when they passed away, male figure, and it kept showing me they did not have a solid shirt on, not a solid color. It was a pattern or checker or stripe, something like that, pattern checkered stripes, not a solid colored shirt they had on very recently before they passed away. Also kept showing me that it wasn't coffee, it wasn't tea, it wasn't coffee, it wasn't tea. And it kept saying to me, hey, it's smaller, not as big, and it was espresso. It was an espresso type cup, espresso this person had made. Then it always kept showing me too that this person, there's a tree to the left of their house, and they walk out and they buy this tree as well. Another message I got in here as well, someone else on there always kept almost as if their light is inside. They're aware of their light, they shine their light, but they themselves were afraid of their own light. So whenever their own light would shine, they would shun back away from that light, feeling not worthy of having that light, feeling not deserving of sharing that light with others that are out there. Then we had other ones that would come to us as well, that a mom had passed away. Now, this mom passed away probably sometime in their early 50s on here, so slightly earlier on here, and it did look like it was a kind of a tragic type death. So kind of sudden on there is where I had appeared on there. So, afterwards, when there's so many people in the house, I have to rely on God, rely on Source to guide me so to speak, to which person is it, where there's 20 people in the home here that has it on there. And I just get this intense chill, goosebump type feeling that kind of leads me towards the person, right? And it kind of identifies, hey, it's a male, it's a female. In this case, it was a female. Kind of guides me in a direction. I go, hey, it's fine, and something just tells me just a knowing is the best way to say it. A knowing of that is the person. Can't explain it. So then I go over to that person, explain the situation, and they were also fully aware. So this happened about 3 distinct messages from someone who had passed away. Went over to these people afterwards, explained this, and to every single person, they knew exactly who it was. Every single person said that those little mementos, those little key things I saw or delivered were exactly related to that person in a very particular way, whether it was their favorite thing, something they did recently before they had died within a week or two, or very unique to them. And again, the massive amount of energy that occurred and the channeling that I was blessed to be able to help out with, because again, it's not my power, right? I'm a vessel. I'm open. I'm blessed to be out of love on here. I'm not perfect by any measure, but I'm not afraid to embrace God. I'm not afraid to acknowledge his messages. And I'm not afraid anywhere or anytime to deliver the messages, because when it comes from God, when it comes from love, when it comes from source, there's nothing to fear, nothing to worry about judgment. And so I just say this to so many people out there, regardless of your religion, regardless of where you live on there, to have an open mind, just to open your heart, just to close your eyes and truly pray, meditate, reflect, and let God move you, let God show you. Because when you start to have these judgments, when you start to allow people, when you start to allow organizations to tell you how to think and tell you how to feel, I can tell you personally from my past, my whole upbringing, it does not result in anything good. But when you embrace that love from God, and you know too, I'm telling you, you will know when there's a God or angel with you or around you, just this very unique, special feeling you have, mind, body, soul, and words can't describe, you will know. And so I'm just going to continue to share my journey here with you, continue to be open with everyone out there. I'm here to learn myself. I'm here to connect with other people out there. Again, I'm just on this journey of love. I'm on this blessed journey to help awaken as many people as I can through God's love and through the light of all of us to renew that life, sending you nothing but abundance of love, light, and life.